Hey everyone, welcome back to another cryptocurrency video. In today's video we will be discussing the Fear and Greed Index and provide some sort of a psychological analysis and refer that back to the Bitcoin price. If you like this type of content, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button as it means a lot to me. And if you are a fan of cryptocurrency, I have a cryptocurrency shop where you can shop cryptocurrency products. I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can get a nice discount off your next purchase. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin. And let's begin with a tweet I put out yesterday morning. Today's the 15th, so I posted this tweet yesterday morning, the 14th. If you don't follow me on Twitter, go follow me on Twitter because I provide some good up-to-date information on there. If you want to stay up-to-date with the relevant news, or anything of that sort, go follow me at j1general_. I tweeted because the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index account posted a screenshot of their up-to-date sentiment analysis, and at the time it was residing at 88 out of 100, and anything above 75 is known as extreme greed, which refers to the current emotion and sentiment within the market, currently portraying FOMO and euphoria within investors. Yeah, we made a video on the Fear and Greed Index, I believe a few months ago, but now that it's currently at around extreme greed levels, I thought that it'd be good if I made another video to provide an update in regards to where we are with the Bitcoin price. So, I tweeted, "This is crazy. The high 80s to 90s is where I'd start looking to slowly DCA out of the market. Just because we are in the high 80s territory doesn't mean we can't go higher, hence the slow DCA out." Now, anytime we're in euphoric times, when you discuss or have the discussion about selling cryptocurrency, you are essentially hated because you are classed to be, you are that sheep that just doesn't follow anyone. You aren't that guy that just constantly buys and then ends up getting wrecked. You want to be in that position where if you are at these extreme greed levels, you want to sell, and when you are at these extreme fear levels, you want to buy. Yeah. Of course, it's easier said than done because even the most strongly willed individuals have the feeling of FOMO when we do reach these levels of extreme greed. I feel it myself. You have this energy where you feel euphoric, you feel FOMO, you feel excited that everything is going up, hence why you keep checking your portfolio every single day. Trust me, I know. But you want to be level-headed in these scenarios, and you do want to essentially slowly scale out of the market when we do get to these levels. Again, just because we've reached these high levels of extreme greed doesn't mean we can't go higher in the short term, but that is why we have a strategy of DCAing out of the market. So if we just take a look at the Fear and Greed Index chart, and this chart stems back all the way to February 2018, so essentially just over 6 years of data, you can see that the Fear and Greed Index doesn't sit well with extreme greed levels above 90 for very long. You can see the index essentially touched 90 in that mid-cycle peak in 2019. It went back to it during the bull market at the back end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021, and we've just currently touched it just briefly now. So 3 times in the last 6 years or so where the Fear and Greed Index has hit 90, and you can see that it doesn't hit 90 very often, and when it does, it doesn't last very long. You can see the mid-cycle top in 2019 just briefly touched it for a day before ultimately going on to a downtrend and crashing. You can see that in 2020, 2021, it was there for quite a while. The bull market was there, it was real, it was there for a while, but that ultimately led to a 50% crash once the hype ended. So where does that bring us to today? Today, it's kind of hard to say because the indicators are screaming that we are overbought, yeah? I mean, if we just check the last 3 months or so, you can see that the Fear and Greed Index has been above 50 for just such a long time. If we go on the monthly, it's essentially been in extreme greed for a whole month. Yeah. So that is why when we look back to the Bitcoin chart, and let's refer to Bitcoin USD right now, you can see that I've counted these. It was essentially 15, I believe, or let's just count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it's 12. Yeah. So it is 12 out of the last 15 candles that have been green. Yeah. And not only were these candles just massive candles, ever since the end of 2022, Bitcoin's just been in an insane uptrend. Hence why there is euphoria and FOMO in the markets right now. So I think, and I feel like I have a duty to portray this to everyone watching, it is time to slowly scale out of the markets. Yeah, you might go on X and you see everyone saying send it higher, send it with haste, we're going much higher, 100 and 150k super cycle. Guys, that's just all a load of nonsense, because do you really think that Bitcoin's just going to keep going in a straight line up? No. Can it go up in the short term and like come back down and then go back up? And yes, that's more realistic than just going straight up. I'm seeing people saying 150k by the halving. The halving is legit in less than a month away. So do you really think Bitcoin price is going to double in just less than a month when it has been on this crazy overheated uptrend for over a year? That's not going to happen. But going back to what I said in my tweet of saying just because we're in the high 80s doesn't mean we can't go higher. If we go back to the last times we hit 90 in history, you can see, well, if we go back to 2020, let's say, on the 9th of November, the Fear and Greed Index hit 90. Yeah, so if we go back to the 9th of November for Bitcoin, and if we do this on a daily chart, go back to the 9th of November 2020. If I just pull this up. So if we go here. Just zoom in a bit. And right here. Yeah. So the 9th of November. Which coincidentally is my birthday. Funnily enough. But yeah, you can see. On the 9th of November, which was this moment right here, the Fear and Greed Index hit 90, yeah? But what happened just a few months after? The price of Bitcoin USD went parabolic. But it hadn't even broken its all-time, or yes, it did. Maybe it was testing its prior all-time highs. Whereas right now, Bitcoin USD has already broken its all-time highs, and it has already hit 90. So this is why I also have the opinion that it's a mixture of this mid-cycle peak right here, because the Fear and Greed Index also hit 92 right here, but the price didn't make an all-time high. Whereas now, the price has already made an all-time high, and the Fear and Greed Index is at 90. Hence why I'm advising as many people as possible to take small profits. I'm not saying sell your whole portfolio. I'm saying sell a couple of percent a day or a couple of percent a week, just to realize some profits. Because a lot of people, what they do is they watch it go up and then they watch it come back down. Yeah. So that is it from me today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. Drop a comment down below if you want me to answer anything. I'll do my best to answer or bring it up in another future video. But as always, it's been your boy, J1 General. Thank you and goodbye.